Hey, good morning. Thank y'all for being here. Short night. Got in close to 1 last night from Jackson. What a great experience for our kids, for Maya to be able to play down there where her father played and where her brother's fixing to play. And had a lot of Bulldogs down there, which was wonderful. And had just a real great opportunity yesterday to go to the Batson Children's Hospital and you know, spend some time with those folks. And again, what you come to find out in those places is that it's not the building that makes those places, it's the people inside, it's the guts. And to know that those children, those parents are being cared for by those nurses, those administrators, those people that are taking care of the inside of that building, that's what really makes a place like that special. And I know they're under construction. They've got a lot of work going on, and that's great. But the best part about a place like that is the guts and the people inside that are working to make those kids healthy, comfort those families, and let them know they're in great hands. And as I mentioned yesterday, I've been there. I've been that parent, and can really have an appreciation for that type of facility. So, great opportunity for our kids. I was proud of them. I think Jordan got beat in Madden, which she won't be happy about. And I don't think, let's see, Jemiah was the Saints, and I think the Saints went down yesterday too. So it was a lot of fun, and again, a great opportunity and an experience. We've got to get ready for, obviously, a big road swing. Marquette, boy, they're talented. I mean, the thing that jumps off at me right away is I got 3 players shooting 52% or better. 2 of them are shooting 59 and 66. 3 players getting 6.2 rebounds or more. The assist numbers off the chart, 103 assists in 4 games, 5 games. They're doing a great job sharing the ball and well coached. And to have to go on the road and play a team like that, really, it'd be. We played a road game obviously last night. We had a lot of our own fans there. We won't have anybody there, and other than I think Rakia's got some folks coming. So it's going to be we're going to have to really play well, and just like y'all saw last year, we were lucky to get out of here with a win here at home against them, and they're really talented again this year, and so we're excited about the opportunity. We'll leave out of here on Sunday and play them on Monday night before we head to Canada on Tuesday. So, not thinking about anything other than Marquette right now, and so we've got to really get some work done the next 2 days and practice and fix some of our ills. Just to reiterate, we've gotten real spoiled around here the last 3 years with our veterans. We are, that's just the way it is. We're now in a freshman, sophomore mode. Even our juniors, I mean, you're talking about Chloe, played 17 games last year. Played as a freshman, but obviously didn't play near the minutes that she was playing last year before she was hurt. And so you can go with her. Andy is a sophomore, y'all. I mean, playing-wise, this is just her second year to play. And so that's your other sophomore or junior that's back that she's just, so you can throw her in that group of sophomores with Zaria and Jessica. We know about our 4 freshmen. We know about Yamaya, who's our transfer. So we're just really, we've got to coach these kids. It's fun to coach them. They're different. They're going to be different, and that's okay. That's why we do what we do, and they'll get it. It's just it ain't gonna happen overnight, and I have to tell myself that. Watch the film. Effort. As long as we're putting forth the effort, I got no problem with them. And that's as long as we're taking care of business off the court, we're handling our academics, I really don't have a problem with them. And so we're going to have some growing pains, y'all, and that's okay. That's part of it.
Maya having played games on the road and road environments, what can you tell maybe some of the younger players on the team who haven't experienced that? And I guess how much does a game like, say, last night help just give them at least an idea of what walking into a road atmosphere is going to be like?
Right. Like Coach mentioned, at Jackson State, we did have a lot of our fans there, so that was it was comforting as well. We haven't played a true away game yet where the fans may not be on our side, so to say, but to just stay within the team, believing in your teammates, encouraging each other, the bench as well, giving us that energy, and just staying within our team and knowing that the person beside me, my teammate's gonna have my back. And in those situations, relying on your teammates and as Coach say on away games, defense, you have to bring your defense because we may not always make shots. And so relying on our defense, playing hard, things like that is what get us through those away games. So.
Well, Danny and then Brian.
Well, I know we talked to you a lot Tuesday about being a point guard here and how tough you have to be. I know last night you got hit in the face a little bit and and had to overcome that. But just talk about how tough you have to be to just stick in there and get back out there and live to fight another day.
Right. You have to be very tough. When I got hit, it hurt, but I didn't just get it for me. I got it for my teammates, and everything I do is for my teammates. So I try to be that leader in that aspect of just being that tough point guard. And just it's not about getting knocked down, just about getting back up. So just displaying that for our freshmen and try to display that toughness is just what I try to do and stand for.
Coach, I remember that Marquette game last year, and it was a shootout going back and forth up and down the court. You've been above 90 points in 4 of your 5 games so far. Do you feel good about your team being able to go up and down the court like that and get into a shootout?
I do. I mean, I think, if you think you're going to run with us, and I'm just speaking in general right now, I think if you think you're going to run with us, you might want to think twice about it. Our kids are pretty comfortable in that environment, and, we have shown a propensity to score. So, that's not been an issue for us. I mean, we've got 6 kids shooting 50% or better, from 2-point range, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shooting, 33% or better from 3. So, I think you got to mention Chloe last night getting 15 rebounds, y'all. And I don't think I mentioned that in the press conference, but that's a kid that understands and has the maturity to know, okay, my shot's not going, I'm 2 for 9. Let me help us win another way. And she's averaging 8.4 rebounds a game, 3 offensive. Jessica's stats, she's averaging 5 offensive rebounds a game and 11 a game. And so I got to get Rakia to help me rebound. That's the key in my mind. She's the one that can really if I can keep Jordan around that 4, 5, 6 range, if I can get Rakia in that 6 range, to me that allows us to really change some things and be a little bit more competitive in that area. So, but I think our kids like running. I know Maya likes going. I like going, and I think we're comfortable in that environment.
Just kind of curious your thoughts and how would you kind of assess the way that Aliyah is playing right there behind you?
She's playing really good. She's very confident, which is very good as well. She has a really good ability to score the ball as well, which is always great. Just, I guess, understanding the system is always tough coming in as a point guard, but I feel like she's doing that really well. And then every day she goes hard, and she's getting better each night, each game by playing defense. And last night she took a charge, and she looked at me. And I was like, "I'm just so proud of you." Whatever. We just pointed at each other, but I'm just very proud of her. Her defense is coming along. She's very skilled on the offensive end, so she's gonna keep building. She's gonna keep getting better. So I have high confidence in her.
Coach, you can just talk about Maya and her resiliency last night and not letting that little bit of episode affect her.
Yeah, no, once I saw that it was something I felt like we could manage pretty quick, I just wanted to give her a chance to get back out there. At the same time, I think Aliyah had fouled out, if I'm not mistaken, and so again, just a chance for Maya to know, number one, I need her to have a little toughness and be able to bounce back out there. And of course, I'd never put anyone back out there if I thought there was something serious going on. But I thought, this was a chance for her like she said, show her teammates that she's got a little toughness. To me, this is what our biggest issue is. We lack toughness, Danny. And anytime I get a chance to have our kids maybe reinforce that, I think it's always a good thing. And I thought she was a champ, boy. I thought she did a great job and showed her teammates, hey, this is what Coach is talking about. We've got to have a little bit more toughness about us. And, again, she had one nostril that had a little, she had bumped heads. We always talk about using our head. She used her head last night, not in a good way. So, but in any case, I was proud of her. And, I think that makes a statement with your teammates, like she said.
Myra Q was talking about after the game that you've kind of helped her avoid those charges, and last night she got that Euro step move. How much have you been able to maybe help her and, among others, some of those younger players on that defensive end and just sort of adjusting to the college game?
Well, as far as Rakia said, that's funny you said that because every time in practice, I take a lot of charges in practice as well. So every time I'm there and she'll like run me up, she's like, "Man, I'm gonna have to do something different. You're always taking charges." So to see her be able to make that counter move, I feel like that it makes me feel good because I prepared for her for that in practice. And then as far as my teammates taking charges, Aliyah kind of warmed my heart yesterday because we were on the bench, and she said, "You know what? You really helped me." She was like, "I love when you take charges because now I do it for you," or whatever. And so to hear that coming from a freshman, it just warms my heart because it feels like I'm doing something good as far as being that role model for her and for everybody else. So I just try to keep being that person in practice, and so it will relay over to the game, and we'll be able to take those charges like Aliyah did. So.
Vic, late in the game, you kind of used a big lineup with Yamai and Promise in there at the same time. Do you think that that's a group that you can maybe buy a few minutes with if you run across a team later on in the year with some big?
If we're going to play those two together, we're going to have to probably play some zone. I was trying to get those two some minutes last night. I don't think I'll play those two together a lot. I tell you the lineup I do think I can play, though. I do think I can play. Jessica and Promise or Jessica and Yamaya, and then have Chloe and Rakia. Now, that's a big lineup. If you can have three of those four or all four of those on the floor, that's some length now and some size on the floor. And again, we haven't even come close to having our whole defensive package in. We haven't played any zone. We haven't shown any of the zones that we've worked on. So those are all down the line. And again, that'll allow you some different combinations, I think, once you get to that point in the year. So, but those two playing together, player for player defense would probably be a little bit of a challenge as it was last night.
Vic, sticking on lineups a little bit. I know we talked about it post game, but with Ricky coming off the bench, do you anticipate that being something to kind of play with a little bit, or?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I was really pleased with what she provided for us off the bench. To me, Andy's that player. You got to get her on the floor because if you lose her and she's on, man, she can turn a 2-point game into 8 real quick. And so trying to find that happy medium, having Chloe, Rakia, Andy in there, and of course I want Joe on the floor. But just trying to get all three of those on the floor at the same time is hard. But I think there's some possibilities with that. We've been starting Chloe at 3 and Rakia at 4, and Rakia at 3 and Chloe at 4, and just kind of depending matchups, just kind of putting them on the floor where we want them. But I like Andy. She plays really hard. She's someone that doesn't get tired. She's the Energizer Bunny. She's never going to run out of energy and juice. And I got a lot of confidence in Andy. I mean, at the end of the day, I have a lot of confidence in Andy. And certainly she's no different than any of my other guards defensively. But she plays really hard. And you know what? I can't argue. I can't be unhappy with that. And she tries. And so, you know, that's my dilemma right now is I just, she really, you lose her now, she'll make you pay. So,
Well, I'm just curious. I remember the days when you were Olive Branch. You came in here, the Travis Outlaw tournament, played. At the time, I don't know if you thought about playing here one day. Just your experience of getting back on that court, playing at Humphrey Coliseum in Mississippi State. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. When I first came in, I redshirted, played behind two wonderful point guards, Joe and Jazz and Mo. And just as my growth, as I'm trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable as far as being a point guard. And there's some things that I still need to work on as far as being uncomfortable as that point guard, being in that point guard position. But as far as I guess just my growth as being a point guard, being more understanding of the system that Coach Schaefer has brought forth, and as far as my defense and just things like that. I can only just be so thankful to be able to have that redshirt year and him giving me the opportunity to have that as well, and being able to learn just so many different aspects. I just think I've grown as a person as well. So my overall experience is just great. I couldn't be more thankful and grateful for the opportunity. So.
Vic, I know you talked about Marquette a little bit. Different team, lost a few scores, some of those top scorers, but at least on paper, what do you see from them? And I guess what are they going to do?
man, a team shooting 39% from three. 1 out of 3 shots is a three-pointer. Looking at their stat, I watched their game the other night from Marquette and Green Bay. 27 of 47 shots were from three. That's over half their shots. It's just a team that really shoots it well. Their top three, scores that night went 3 for 9, 5 for 9, 3 for 8 from three. So that's impressive. And like I said, they share the ball. They're an assist team, do a great job with that. And so, we have a lot of respect for them. Obviously, we were in a knockdown drag-out with them a year ago. And, our time now is to go back up there. And so, they're somebody that'll be very difficult for us. And we're going to have 3 really good days of prep. And then travel, and travel. You never know what's going to happen with travel. It's going to be a little cooler up there, and so this is going to be a week from now. I'll know a lot more about my team, or a week and a half from now. I'll know a lot more about my team after this little 4-game road trip. Learned a little bit about them yesterday, and I'll have a lot better feel for them when we get back in 1st of December. You better pay attention, and you better not get too far from them. I think that's the thing you got to realize is that they shoot it at a high percentage. They take good shots. When I was watching them the other night, they take really good shots, and they're able to get those shots in their offense. And again, you think you're close, and it ain't close enough. And again, I think their coach is doing a great job with them, and you can just tell their chemistry's good, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited to go on the road with this group and have a chance to go play them. And again, a lot of respect for them. Again, last year we were lucky to get out of here. They probably played them in Missouri. Missouri got us, and Marquette had every chance to get us.